Hey, it's Nintendo Sony Free 2011 here. MannyTendoWolverine. You guys invest intros and outros on the channel. Follow me on BitChute, right on Twitter, Instagram, just in case anything crazy happens to this channel. Anyways, I know I'm about 2 days late in this thing. I do not care because, I have a couple IRL things, not issues or problems or anything extremely harmful or any of that stuff. But man, I've just been on like a mega double shiny hunt for a while for Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's a real old one from Sun and Moon. It's funny because this one like the real super weak ass bug type Pokemons too, but it evolves in that third evolution, which is Vikavolt. And way back in 2016, almost 4 years ago, next month November, I never actually shiny hunted him ever. So I'm shiny hunting the little Grubbin, and then in Pokemon Sword, I'm still trying to shiny hunt that Pichurkin, the one that looks like Pyukumuku. It's a little electro type that looks like a little cucumber, and it's an electro type Pokemon. The shiny's not that great, but I love its freaking thing. I seen the little clips of it in the anime. I fell in love with it in the anime versions. Freaking damn adorable. I love it. It's a small little baby Electro type Pokemon. Still badass, man. So I want to get it as a shiny. It's funny because I got two random encounters. It was Kingler and Attiller, which I got Attiller years ago. I think it was like in Diamond or Pearl. It's one of those two. When I got it as a Remoraid. That was like the second shiny Attiller I ever got. It's funny, I ran into two of them. One of them I killed by accident. The other one I was able to catch. And that took about 27 days. Literally almost a whole freaking month to get that thing. And that wasn't even my target either. Anyways, I had to get a drink there. Speaking of Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield beta leaks has unprecedented leak. I'm sorry if you guys hear me eating in the background. I was having some chips and tortilla chips and all that. Eating a very, very late ass dinner. I just came out from work like 10 minutes ago. But anyways, this comes from Patricia Hernandez from Kotaku. Oh, and this one. I'm going to get to this Bethesda thing. They're getting sued for almost $100 million. I got to get thank my girl, Dark Titan Enterprises, aka Vera. It's absolute legend. I heard it from her, so I'll leave the link to her video in the description box below. Chick is a freaking awesome hardcore chick, man. She's so badass. I love her freaking her video content and her Let's Plays that she does in her live stream. She's have 1 million subscribers, man. Seriously. But anyways, as folks are still playing these games by Patricia Hernandez, security at Nintendo has resembled Swiss chess in 2020, letting loose a number of leaks showing the early builds of classic games. Most of what we've seen before, but however, for the titles that are years, if not decades old, but now interests have gotten in the hands of an apparent development built of a modern Nintendo game running the Switch. According to several hackers, what's floating around now hails from the same sources of all other Pokemon leaks this year. Excuse me. Hacker who breached Nintendo servers in 2018, this latest release, which first stated the pre-location on the website for 4chan contains a version of Pokemon Sword and Shield that dates back to March 2018, literally a year before it came out. Of these screenshots that were relayed on social media sites by folks who were uninvolved with the hack. One of the first notable things about this build, which hackers have gotten into a playable working in the state of mid-October, is that it contains several Pokemon who are not in the final game. Legendaries like Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, however you want to say his name, can be spotted as a placeholder art, while in-game models showcase the cut creatures such as Greninja and Ekans in the battle and roaming around in the wild, as you can see in the tweets by YouTuber LewTube. I've never heard of him before. If I would have heard about him, he would have been a PokeTube community, but I'm not familiar with this person's content. Whatever. There are a lot of other controversies which the creatures had in the compendium made it into the game, though Game Freak has worked to fill out its roster with the expansions. Yeah. Still haven't got to play the Crown Tundra yet. I still got to get on that. Like I said, I've been shiny hunting. I don't have 2 Nintendo Switches because I'm not rich. I'm just saying that. This comes from LewTube. Sounds like LewTube. That being said, the title screen is clearly a mock-up piece of the art. It seems that it was a design without the Pokedex cut in mind. Both Mega Evolution as well as Primal version of Dark Arceus and Autumn Sawsbuck were present. Wow, all of these Pokemon were present. This is them. Why does Greninja's eyes look like they were like... It looked like they got stabbed out of his head. That's freaky, man. They didn't even use the Askren engine. That was like the most latest thing they had years ago. It was like several years almost. Beta wild areas are a bunch of Pokemon that are just hanging out. Cup Pokemon like Ekans, Furfuro, and Aurorus. Oh god, Aurorus. That was one of the Pokemon X and Y fossil Pokemon I really, really like a lot. I'm more an Aurorus. Then you guys see my way more older videos when I was still living with my 4 roommates before it was just 2. You know how much of a fanboy I was for that shit. That's when I was like at 200 subs. Now I'm 831 now. I'm living the dream right now. I'm just saying. Look at this. They even showed like the main NPC character, Gloria. She's still got the same freaking stuff. They had Rotom decks a little bit more different too. Holy crap! I haven't seen any of these pictures yet, except for the one on top where they show Rayquaza and Arceus. Notably, many of these cut characters don't display correct build of the game, sometimes showing up with technical hitches like garbled animations and sound effects. A Twitch streamer briefly running the beta build beta build had their game crash more than once. All of this led to modders believe that Game Freak may have cut some of the pocket monsters for Sword and Shield for the purpose of optimization. Nintendo did not respond, and this time for press. Inexplicably, there is also an art that asset that shows more feminine version of Rotom. I wonder if this is going to be the real thing or fake. This looks like somebody that did this on DeviantArt or 4chan or something. They made this into a fan art. This does not look real at all. It's a beta one, man. It has the little pig bow and everything. This literally looks like a SpongeBob character. A Game Freak and Nintendo collaborate with Nickelodeon or something, and it's like, oh, we're going to make a SpongeBob female Pokedex. That's what this looks like. This is literally female SpongeBob Rotom Pokedex. I'm calling it now. Folks have also found the alternative versions of endgame music like the hype. Oh god, this is literally my crack cocaine, like my ecstasy of Pokemon, man. Their music is just so many slaps, so many bangers. There's so many flames lit, freaking beautiful tracks that they always make in their music. I gotta listen to this. I'm gonna be jamming out this shit for hours or days. Because I wanna listen to this so bad. I didn't even know they had the music, the original music leak. What? I'm genuinely legit surprised. I gotta look at this shit more. Most of this finds, however, seems to be a mishmash of the slightly different UI elements, block mesh layouts, developer menus, placeholders, and art of the minuetti. Hopefully I'm saying that right. To be the most D-hard fans. I can't say that word because it has to do with the K word and the M word. I don't know if there's anything else. Oh wow, there's more. This is what the original stadium and inside and outside the gyms are gonna look like. This is like that 1992-93 Sega Genesis Sonic bonus game. Is Gloria supposed to be Sonic now in human form or Amy Rose? Oh, and this is the beta version of the daycare too. Okay, and this is like your NPC mom or NPC dad's original house. I haven't seen any of this, man. Campsites were different than planned early on. Turf field, TM placement seems the same. Milo's gym doesn't have a layout unless at all like Nessa's, but seems to have the stadium portion all sorted out. Crowds are even animated too, and was the first ones we saw likely worked out. Okay. There's also, okay, there's nothing groundbreaking and nitty gritty of it so far, but even so, there are some awes and discomfort over the fact that this all exists. Nintendo is notoriously tight-lipped as a general rule, and if the public is given any kind of behind-the-scenes look at the company's project, it tends to be curated. 2020 leaks are anything but polished. On a more philosophical level, the couple of hackers and modders I spoke about this say that the community feels slightly uncomfortable that the leak revolves around a modern game that people are still playing. It was easier to rationalize the importance of presence of preserving history behind iconic older games contained within the so-called Giga Leak. But Sword and Shield are way more recent than that. To wit, Sword and Shield will get a new expansion at the end of October, which was literally like 3 days ago. It was me time recording this video. So the release cycle of the game isn't even done yet. Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I'm going to say Game Freak or Pokemon Company screwed up by having one of these employers leak all this information out. This looks like she was riding a bike with her feet. That was really, really weird. Like, most of this looks done in the background, but this little, like, I don't know, it's like Zoom OBS editor thing looks really, really weird in front of it. But that's all I got to say. I wish there was more R34 for her, by the way. But anyways, Bethesda sued. Let's get to the Bethesda news. Sued for allegedly sabotaging Elder Scrolls competitor Rune 2. There's a lot more extra parts of this article. This comes from Blaze Devaney. Like I said, Dark Titan Express, Very Dark. I learned this information from her. I'll leave the link to her video down in the description box below if you want to hear her hot take on it. Bethesda and parent company ZeniMax are now in a partial lawsuit worth $100 million for supposed sabotage of Elder Scrolls 2 Viking game Rune 2. Bethesda has recently been adding an existing lawsuit that allegedly the company into internationally sabotaging the release of Rune 2 to protect its Elder Scrolls series. Though Nordic influenced games is a sequel to a game from 2000 and drew many comparisons to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim prior to its release. In December 2019, Rune 2 publisher Ragnarok Games said that Human Head Studios, the game developer, is on the accusation that the studio attempted sabotaging the game and had been working on it. The very day after Rune's 2 release, Human Head officially closes its doors, only to reopen the exact same time as Roundhouse Studios. But that was the only part of the change. The studio has been bought by ZeniMax and subsidiary companies. Bethesda, according to Ragnarok Games, deliberate action has been taken to these parent companies and release an Elder Scrolls competitor. And I guess there's more here. According to PC Gamer, Ragnarok Game has amended its initial lawsuit, which was at first only against Human Head Studios, announced to ZeniMax Media and Bethesda Softworks. I forgot about the Softworks version of Bethesda. That doesn't... that shit completely slipped my mind, but let's continue. I'm almost done with this article here. The update insists that ZeniMax and Bethesda communicated with Human Head employees as early as the summer of 2019 and was secretly given confidential pre-releases of the version of the game. After testing it, ZeniMax and Bethesda treated Rune 2 as a threat to their Elder Scrolls franchise and did all in their power henceforth hindering their projects. According to Ragnarok Games allegations, take this with a grain of salt, might be allegations, might not be real, might be plastic fake, might be 100% legit, real, hardcore, concrete, evident news, but let's continue. The lawsuit seeks damages to no less than $100 million, as well as restitution for the development costs, punitive damages, attorney fees, and other penalties. Bethesda is yet to comment on it. Of course, they're going to say quiet. That dude, I was going to say Matt Lauer. What the hell's his name? I don't remember. The CFO of Bethesda? I think something Todd Howard. Oh man, he's going to be really, really quiet. He's probably going to bend the knee to his masters that control the puppeteers, in my personal opinion. I'm not going to say Phil Spencer's the same thing too. He may or may not be. He's the face of Microsoft Xbox One. Xbox One X and Xbox One. He's got to get his fangirls over there Xbox hype too. I guarantee that dude Todd Howard is going to be super quiet under wraps on this thing. He's probably not going to make no physical appearances, especially now with the fake pandemic, scandemic, C virus thing that's going around, which, in my opinion, that's fake. Only with that little jab, that little shot jab that you get in your arm, which I'm not going to say the V word for, but just say it's a VAXX. I'm not an anti-VAXX person, but I'll say this. That's probably the reason why Ty Howard and other people, Phil Spencer, they get a social distance, so they can't make no physical appearances anymore for their fans. So he's probably getting paid $1 billion to keep quiet under wraps on this thing. He's probably in his nice little yacht thing, sipping on shrimps and sipping on a lot of expensive $1,000 bottle per wine. That's just my opinion on this. Oh, I'm not going to say too much of this, but I follow this one. I know I said I was going to be, it's Uncanny Valley, but this is Tootie. Tootie doesn't creep me out. There's so much R34 of this girl. Oh my god, I looked at so much of the other day, but I didn't fap to it, I swear. That's all I got to say for now. I'm out here. Links to description box down below. Bethesda, they got billions of dollars already. They're as big as Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft. They'll never probably run out of business. They do because of Fallout 76. That's to take the blame for that. Fallout 76 crippled the hell out of that company. And that's it. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls, as always. Otakus, Nikki, Kimori's. I'll see you when I see you guys today. Have a good night, wherever in the universe out there. Take more official content on this channel, including video game industry news and manga news, Twitter, beef drama news. That's it. Take it easy. Peace out. I'm the sauerkraut. Ladies and gentlemen, see you on the flip side. Stay safe. I'm gone and I'm out. Later.